This is the truck that you've always dreamed of owning. I'll include a link to iDrive Truck's website in the description down below. If you have any questions or need any help, just ask for David. Also include a link to my car buying guide. Let's get right into it. Under the hood is a 6.7 liter turbo diesel V8 that goes through a 10-speed. It puts out a whopping 500 horsepower and then 1,200 pound-feet of torque. I'm trying to hit 500,000 subscribers before the end of the year. I'd really appreciate it if you'd help out with that. Now this has one of the coolest custom paint jobs you'll ever see. You can see that the top is completely blacked out. I'll show you guys the side view in a little bit. Also cab lights up top. And then you'll notice that around the headlights has either been blacked out or painted white to match with the theme of the truck. Even the Ford logo has some nice painted trim on it. And if that wasn't enough, they painted the air dam here at the bottom. You notice this has fog lights and recovery points. Altogether, this truck definitely stands out quite a bit more than a stock one. Now, if that wasn't enough for you, the tire and wheel setup is 37 by 13.5 by 26. Yes, this has massive wheels. Everything's been blacked out on the wheels. You got nice covers there over the lug nuts to make it look a little bit fancier. This truck is lifted. We also have Fox shocks, which we'll see how that helps out with the ride quality. It should help out quite a bit with the compression. F-450 here on the side. Again, that has also been paint matched. Even the mirror caps too. And even the step here on the bedside, the attention to detail on this is great. Now it's gonna be kind of hard to see, but there is Fox shocks in the rear with this truck too. And being a dually, we've got extra meat here in the back, having 4 oversized tires. Taking a look at the side profile, this is where you can see that two-tone works really well. Now I just want to note that this actually has bed liner. You've got LED lights and you've got the plugins for the 5th wheel setup, but it's cool that it's a Ford with bed liner. That almost never happens. Auto tailgate if this didn't have enough luxury for you already. And again, Super Duty there, painted to match. Even the bumper here on the step section's been painted. So I think you guys get the point. This truck has been transformed on the exterior. This week's giveaway features a limited edition 850 horsepower Mustang Dark Horse, as well as a custom 455 horsepower Bronco Raptor, and $45,000 to cover the taxes on the vehicles if you win. Use code BHC or click the link in the video description or the pinned comment. This will give you 4x entries on any donation, $25 or more. Not only that, these donations go to help both children's and veterans charities. So click the link below. Best of luck and hope to see you in a Bronco Raptor and Mustang Dark Horse soon. Now let's check out the interior. This is built off of a Platinum, so you get the much nicer interior. I mean, look at these seats too. For example, this is the definition of luxury. There's also power side steps, which are great when you've got huge tires. But yeah, just look at the front here. You got really nice trim on the door panel. We've got blind spot monitoring with the mirrors. The mirrors also power extend out. This has the full recline seats, so you can kind of turn the seat into a bed in a way. Really nice trim on the steering wheel. We've got a big digital gauge cluster there in the center. This also, of course, comes with all of the cameras there, so 360 camera. Huge screen in general, has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And if you actually go to the settings tab right there, and then just scroll over to seats, that's where you can access the massage function. We've got heated and cooled seats, dual zone climate, and then of course we have a part-time 4-wheel drive system, 2-speed transfer case. Plenty of storage in the center. There's also a phone charging pad just up front. And this one has the little lockbox in the very center. Platinum logo there up top. And yeah, again, just generally speaking, nice trim all throughout. And we've been heads-up display. Now, being a 450, we have 4,848 pounds of payload capacity and a gross vehicle weight rating of 14,000 pounds. This thing's capable. Now, check their website for the most up-to-date pricing, but last night when I looked at it, I think it was in like the 130s, roughly. I might be off a little bit with that. Anyways, let's drive it. Set off in the 450 Platinum with lots of customization. This is a great looking truck, and the 360 camera system, I will tell you, is something this big. I mean, you've got a full crew cab plus an 8-foot bed plus dually. It is nice to have. Wow, that is smooth. So they have a very aggressive lip with their driveway, and you know, the compression coming down is very smooth. It's actually quite impressive. You know, sometimes these lifted trucks, man, they can just drive not all that well. But, I mean, we'll see. But it seems like so far this thing, even though it has huge wheels, pretty good. Pretty darn good. It's a little bit concerned with the 26s. But man, do they look cool on this truck. Great power. Now it's got pretty aggressive tires, obviously. You can hear them. And I can't remember if Ford does double paint. Yeah, they do double paint here on the Platinum. So you do have some thicker glass to help out with noise insulation. Man, this thing drives so well. Lifted on 26s, this should not be this smooth. Seriously. I was expecting like a Ram-like ride where it's like da-dung, 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 da-dung. You know what I mean? Because again, this has got big wheels. Pretty impressive. This is cool. There's a little orchard over here. I don't see that many of those nowadays, especially in this part of Utah. Yeah, this is super smooth. Again, you do feel a little bit, but like, let's pop on that massage function. Seats are very comfortable. That's one thing that's nice about Fords is the seats are incredibly comfortable. Yeah, so going over kind of a bigger bump there. It's firm. Not uncomfortable, but definitely firm. That's for sure. Wait for this person to go through. This thing's impressive. Again, super smooth, of course, with the power delivery. That's one thing that's really nice about the Ford Super Duties, is that 10-speed helps out with putting you right where you want to be in the power band. And then the overall delivery, like I said, it just smooths everything out. And you do get a bit of tire noise, though. That is something to note. But with 37s, if you don't expect tire noise, like, come on. It's par for the course. It's par for the course. I will say this is quite a charming little neighborhood. Got a couple little horse properties and everything. It's a nice little place. So, I like this a lot. And I will say, even I've driven stock 450s. For being such a, you know, workhorse of a truck, they drive really nice. And I think that's why people like Fords is, I mean, you drive this, and the Chevys drive fine too. But you know, the Ram HDs are pretty rough. And the problem with the Chevys is they have independent front suspension. So it's just a weaker build overall. It's not the worst thing on the planet, but it's, you know, with being an HD truck, that independent front suspension can cause some problems, especially if you lift it. Like, if you're gonna get a lifted vehicle, solid axles are typically better to lift. They're easier to lift because it's easier to maintain down travel, and then the durability is also better. It's a lot harder to break a solid axle than it is to break independent front suspension. So, man, this thing's nice. I'm gonna get you guys a little bit of a better acceleration. Man, this thing can move 37s, let me tell you. And it does it just, it's so smooth. It's really hard to beat the power stroke when it comes to delivery. You've got so much, 1,200 pound-feet of torque with this version. So you have so much torque at super low RPMs. Very crisp. So, let me know your thoughts on this F-450. I think that this is super comfortable. It's got all the luxury. It's got all the looks. And by the way, they've got a lot of other built trucks. If you guys ever want me to review stuff at dealerships that like I haven't reviewed, just I mean, just let me know. Just take a look at their website and message me on Instagram. Be like, hey, can you go to this dealer? And I can't do everything, but you know, I work enough that I can do most vehicles actually. So I don't know where to park this thing. I guess let's take a look at parking this thing, guys, because this is a massive beast. Let's see if we can even fit in a parking space. Okay, this is truly, I don't think this can actually fit in any parking space. Let's see. Not gonna curb the wheels on a $130,000 truck, that's for sure. Okay, that's about as tight as I can get there. I mean, we technically, I'm a little bit over on the back. Well, more than a little bit over. Technically I fit though, technically. It's like a fat man going down a slip and slide, but it technically works.